the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time? And make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8 seconds
I'm
left.
going to be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
But I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards looking to defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Yeah, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, Clint Capella. It's a big day for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. Tonight's matchup, 2 transition offenses. Steve, over your 14 NBA years, who are some of your favorite teammates to run the fast break with?
You know, one that comes to mind was probably the quickest, Tony Parker. I mean, when he first entered this league, he had jets.
Yep.
Nice nod.
So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Clint Capella. Brandon Ingram's out there with Collins. Then it's Robinson. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Murray right side. Levine kicks to Murray. Markkanen against Collins. Levine inside the 3-point line. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Murray against Westbrook. Pass to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Levine. Robinson misses. We're about 1 minute into the first. Murray surveying the D. To the wing on the left. Durant against Ingram. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Robinson goes in.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Robinson hits them both.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Robinson against Levine. Outside Carter. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
Durant finds Levine. In the corner, Murray with it. Six on the shot clock. Markkanen inside the line. No good on the shot. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Fatigue comes into play when games go into overtime, and you saw they just had no gas left in the tank in that loss.
Carter with the block, and they'll keep possession. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Here's Collins. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Durant against Ingram. Durant, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Westbrook. Over Murray. Second shot opportunity. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Shot from 12. Murray, good.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Ingram passes to Westbrook. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got his first 2 points.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Carter kicks to Markkanen. Durant for three. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes to Collins. Inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. Durant, the pass to Carter. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Carter's got 5 points so far. Indiana trailing here. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Oh, right around this time of the season, Smitty, it's easy to lose focus. Talk about how players keep themselves motivated to bring it every night. That, to me, would seem very difficult.
It is, and I think you got to set those little small goals. I think on one of our teams, our goals was after the All-Star break, you can see we were starting to get into that funk. And what we said was, let's not lose 2 games in a row for the rest of the season. Those type of small goals keeps everybody engaged.
Do you put the season in terms of every 20 games, every 10 games? How do you measure it to kind of pace yourself?
I think most teams do it in a block of 20s. Like you said, you kind of go a block of 20s and see if you can go, 75% in those games. And that's where you start to see the great teams, they do that.
It's good to know.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Yes, that goes in.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. No good. Nice D from Levine. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the rejection by Collins.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Durant with the steal. Here's Levine. Westbrook with the nice D there.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point-blank range, and he missed it.
And let's focus briefly on an area we often overlook. Point guard rebounder. Here are the leaders in that category over the past 10 games. And you take a look at Westbrook, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, DeJounte Murray. Same can be said about him.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
And this is what makes this group so special. They are complete players, and rebounding is a part of it.
And the first one drops.
Never lacking for confidence. Nikola Mirotic, a seasoned veteran of European play. If he has the ball, he's looking for a shot.
And so Mirotic nails both of them.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
You look at Lauri Markkanen. He's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You got to be strong to weather that physicality inside. Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Now Bazemore Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Collins against Levine. And the rejection by Collins. Fades. Mirotic grabs the miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And finished off by Collins.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Indiana leading. Over to the wing. Carter pulls it in. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Markkanen throws it down.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Pass to Collins. Indiana moving it around. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Westbrook with the bucket. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Bazemore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Wendell Carter to the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That's good from Carter. Steve, you were kind of a positionless player when you played 6'8", highly skilled. Talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward. Those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala. To be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And here's some numbers on Bazemore. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Ingram outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Pacers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Covered by Mirotic. Some solid defense from Ingram.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Robinson against Murray. Kicks it to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Robinson. over Murray. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ingram with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Can't cash in from close range. And Chicago shooting just about an even 40% to start. To the middle.
He pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Pacers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Outside Mirotic. Robinson dishes to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. Capella trying to free himself up. No good. Here's Chicago. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Drills the three-pointer. Pacers trail by 3. It's Ingram on the wing. Robinson pulls it in.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And the pass to Tice. He kicks it to Bazemore. Mirotic up top. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
They've got Zach LaVine, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Chicago.
And you can see the guards have been doing more than their fair share on the backboards. And coaches always preach that game rebounding. You can't leak out until you secure the rock.
Back to Robinson. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Robinson's got 5 now.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Count it. And this game is tied up now.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Here's Robinson. The Bulls getting the bucket. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pass to Hutchison. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Levine. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Robinson misses. Pacers trail by 5. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Collins. Back to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
Levine can't hit. The Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Musa. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Tice. For 3, Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Robinson against Levine. Here's Musa. 17 points for him last game against Miami. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 9 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
How about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Zach LaVine.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams. Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Matthew Ingram. The shot. And again, it's Indiana.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
Murray, the pass to Durant. Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Ingram's running. Knocked loose. The pass to Montgomery. Shot clock at 5. Over Durant. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Murray against Westbrook. And it's Murray penetrating. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's 7 points for Lauri Markkanen. Westbrook with it. His last outing with 20 points. The shot from the low post is good. Westbrook's got 6 points.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Murray kicks to Durant. Long shot on the way. And that one hits back iron. Pacers leading by 4. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
The wide open look for Durant. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One of the more unblockable shots in the NBA. Durant, a near 7-footer out there with a quick release.
Westbrook passes to Ingram. Back to Westbrook. This one for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. To the paint. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Markkanen.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Capella. Durant with some nice D.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
He's covered by Ingram. Feeds it to Markkanen. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Markkanen's got 11.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
And the Pacers call time here. And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Here is Durant. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Durant kicks to Carter. Shoots over Capella. And it's Carter missing. Pacers leading by 3. Robinson finds Westbrook. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Murray dishes to Markkanen. Guarded by Robinson. Now the dish to Carter. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Durant. Here's Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Since day one, there was never any doubt that Markkanen could score, but we didn't know he'd be this prolific.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Chicago. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Pacers. They're 5 spots away.
And seeing where Indiana is, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And it's Carter missing. Pacers leading by 3. Indiana again turning it over.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Robinson. Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Murray. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. He's covered by Ingram. Floats one. Goes up to the stripe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Westbrook kicks to Ingram. Robinson against Durant. Robinson passes to Collins. Outside Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Moment now to see the numbers for Capella. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 6th in shooting percentage, 11th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Robinson. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Durant. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter. Westbrook against Murray. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Indiana. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Kicks it to Robinson. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Indiana out in front, leading by just 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots, just trying to stick to our concept. So we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they've been getting worked on the glass. Out-hustled, out-muscled, out-bustled. Where's the fight? I know they got some tough matchups down low. But if they really want to win the game, they need to crash the boards way harder in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
And through the first two quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They've got Ingram. Russell Westbrook out there with Clint Capella. And it's Montgomery in at the 4 spot. And it's Carter missing. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Westbrook. Over Murray. Westbrook, no good. Chicago trailing here. For the lead. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 6 points for Zach LaVine. And Indiana shooting 43% from the floor. Murray against Westbrook. Ingram outside. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Now Chicago's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Murray. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Carter kicks to Markkanen. Durant feeling it out of him. Lock at 6. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
Montgomery, the pass to Westbrook. The 17-footer. Capella kicks to Ingram. Guarded by LaVine. Left side Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Up again. And it's put back up and in by Capella. 8 points for him.
You have to box him out or he's going to beat you to the glass on both sides of the floor.
On the wing, LaVine. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Westbrook against Murray. Shoots off the step back. Westbrook, no good.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Now Ingram following Durant's 3-point attempt. It's stolen by Carter. Murray, the pass to Markkanen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. Kevin Durant 3rd.
just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
They use their athleticism, but also we have to look at they have a high basketball IQ on the defensive end. A lot of their blocks come from the help side.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well liked by his teammates. Marketing looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. From the arc. The second effort. And the layup is good. 10 points for Clint Capella.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
For three, Durant. And again, no good by Chicago.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Capella with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Indiana moving it around. Out to the right wing. Murray against Westbrook. Over Murray. Westbrook, no good.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Levine, that's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Bulls trail by 5. Murray kicks to Markkanen. Back to Murray. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Westbrook against Murray. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Durant after Clint Capella's bucket. Here's Hutchison. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Westbrook. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Kent Bazemore came into this league being known as a defender, and that's still his calling card.
Bazemore has incredibly long arms that he bothers shooters with. Comes up with a good amount of steals as well.
Now Westbrook following Durant's three-point attempt. to the inside. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Westbrook's got 15.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Levine against Westbrook. Levine finds Bazemore. Out to the right wing. Here's Hutchison. Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Westbrook drives in. Stolen by Levine. Here's Hutchison. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kevin Durant.
Beautiful body control by KD. Well-coordinated athlete, especially for a near 7-footer.
Back to Westbrook. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Down low, Bazemore. That's tipped, and they get it back. Pacers leading by 4. Outside Mirotic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Pacers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Bulls knocked loose. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Levine. He's been in good form here the last few weeks, averaging about 19 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. Here's Westbrook. 15 points in the game. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Bulls trail by 8. And here's Levine. 10 points for him. Fires from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Westbrook kicks to Robinson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Chicago has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Passes to Durant. Carter at the elbow. Here's Hutchison. He's got 8. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Mirotic. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
Here's Hutchison. He averages about 5 points a game. That's in, and the Pacer lead has got back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Durant.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to give value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Robinson passes to Mirotic. They get the rebound. Robinson with the block. Now here's Murray. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Deep. Doesn't go for him. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Musa. Knocks down the 3-ball. Musa's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Pass to Hutchison. Right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Murray for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Mirotic. Robinson left side. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hutchison's shot is off. Pacers leading by 11. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Banked in off the glass. Robinson's got 11 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Capella. He's got 12. There's the pass to Mirotic. Another shot. No good off the back of the rim. Bulls trail by 11. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Hutchison. Kicks it to Murray. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Hutchison. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Ingram. Robinson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Pacers as they wrap up the 3rd quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Indiana leading by 14. Levine is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Robinson, and it's Tice in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Musa. Robinson pulls it in. And so Bazemore will bring it up to the Bulls. Levine dishes to Bazemore. Pass to Tice. He kicks it to Robinson. Here's Bazemore. He can't get that one, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Mirotic into the lane, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mirotic has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Indiana. Robinson against Levine. to the inside. Makes it off the glass.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Robinson against Levine, and the pass to Musa. Down low. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
With 3, Levine. Pacers with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wasted no time on that one.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Levine finds Robinson. Covered by Mirotic. 5 on the clock. Bazemore for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Right side, Mirotic. Pass to Robinson. Unloads from 13. Again, Indiana.
And really the story of the half. One team shooting it lights out. The other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's 2 competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the best, the other fast and loose.
Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
And that one falls for Robinson. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And again, it's Indiana. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Levine kicks to Robinson. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
A part of Bazemore's game that he continues to evolve, facilitating for others.
Robinson passes to Musa. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Bazemore. Musa grabs the miss.
Number 11. That's his first personal foul.
Indiana leading by 18. Now Robinson. Passes it to Montgomery. Dismissed.
Bazemore, an excellent shot blocker for his size. His 7-foot wingspan catches you off guard.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Now here's Bazemore. And the Bulls, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Levine against Robinson. Outside Mirotic. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Bulls trail by 17. Bazemore with it. Kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Murray. Up top, Bazemore. Durant against Ingram. Ingram with the steal. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Westbrook against Murray. He kicks to Carter. Back to Murray. Outside Durant takes the three. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and its partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. And that one falls for Mirotic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Mirotic nails both of them. And here's Bazemore. The pass to Markkanen. Carter outside. Murray kicks to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Bazemore can attack the closeout. That gives him a little more space on the catch and shoot.
Here's Capella. Here's the three. They get it back. He's covered by Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Chicago, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Murray dishes to Carter, and stolen by Mirotic. He's covered by Bazemore. Pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Murray, the pass to Markkanen. Carter kicks it to Bazemore. Passes it to Murray. To the paint. There's the steal. To the paint. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Pass to Markkanen. Murray outside. Now Durant. Markkanen passes to Durant. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. That shot off. And Indiana will come the other way. He's covered by Bazemore. Right block shot, and that one good.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Kicks to Markkanen. And stolen by Mirotic. They break it out 5 on 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Washington Wizards.
And that matchup against the Heat, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
And that one falls for Ingram. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. Right. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Now here is Carter. He kicks it to Markkanen. Outside Durant. Inside. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Westbrook against Durant. To the paint. Out to Ingram. Now the pass to Mirotic. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Durant, that's good.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Westbrook against Durant. It's Westbrook with the drive, and Durant sends it back. And it's Capella missing. Now Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Ingram against Durant. Carter outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. But 3. Rebounded by Capella. Pacers leading by 23. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Westbrook against Murray. Outside Durant. Over Ingram. Misses off the left iron. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Durant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 21 in the game.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Now, here's Westbrook. Passes it to Ingram. Kept alive. Capella kicks to Mirotic. Indiana moving it around. Capella bounce pass. Westbrook against Markkanen. Carter with the block.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Indiana.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
Russell Westbrook, 2 shots.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And here are the Bulls now. Murray kicks to Carter. Shoots over Capella. And it's Carter missing.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Now here is Carter. Outside Durant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, this is the problem. Durant can beat you with the jumper or the drive, so you really don't know how to defend him.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
Durant hits them both. So it's the Pacers now. Now here's Westbrook. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.